Hello and welcome to Just Jeff Builds. And I've got my friend Brian here, and my dog's fighting in the living room, so that's cool.
I am not antagonizing your dogs, I promise.
You could be.
I could be. Imagine if I was in the other room and I had a treat and I'm like, oh, come over here, puppies.
Right?
Get over here. That'd be pretty funny.
Dachshunds are pretty awesome. Henry wouldn't care, but Dobby would be all up in your business. So for International Women's Day, Brian, I'm going to build the Amelia Earhart airplane set.
Awesome.
Yep. Did you know that she died because she crashed and was eaten by coconut crabs?
I didn't know about the coconut crab part, but I know that her plane went missing and they didn't know, but...
Yep. Coconut crabs, man.
Is that confirmed? No.
Emily told me, and she's usually pretty right about things.
I thought coconut crab legs taste pretty good, like Popeyes.
What was that, Brian?
Coconut crab legs from Popeyes are apparently supposed to be pretty good. Or what is it, Red Lobster? You know, Popeyes.
I don't go to Red Lobster.
Yeah. It's Louisiana Fast for a reason.
Yeah. Red Lobster is kind of the equivalent of like Olive Garden for Italian food.
Yes. It's awful.
You don't... Hard pass.
What's funny is Red Lobster around here does not exist because we're in the Northeast with the seafood. And although we have good Italian food around here, Olive Garden still exists.
That's really strange.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised that a family hasn't had a discussion with Olive Garden people.
They probably have. It's behind closed doors, you know.
That's fair. Yeah. All right, so we are going to be building this.
I think you have a nice smudge on your screen on the right, like literally on your other side. Yeah, like right there. There's a little speck, I think. And it's gone. There we go.
Thanks, Brian. Always appreciate the pro camera tips.
You're welcome.
Oh, there's stickers.
Yeah.
I already hate this set.
You hate it?
I don't like stickers, man. Like I could do without.
Well, I've seen it's apparently a pretty good build and pretty sizable.
Yeah, shame. Plug our buddy Mike from the Cool Factor. He did a review of it, which was a pretty good review. So I'm told. So
yes, sir.
If you want a professional reviewing it, go see Mike's channel. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say how I wish it was bigger and was minifigure scale. Yeah, sorry about the noise. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself and not be.
Sure. There was a Lego Ideas project that came out of being 10,000 votes achieved many years ago for an Amelia Earhart inspired project, except it pertained exclusively to a book, not just Amelia Earhart herself. So this, I feel like, is inspired by that idea that Lego might have had, like, oh, that's actually a pretty solid idea, but we're not going to base it off this book for this author. We'll just base it off the actual likeness of the person and pay homage. And because it's around International Women's Day, it's even better.
Two rights make a successful product placement.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. They give a little bit of information about her.
Does it say anything about the coconut crabs in there?
Let's see here. According to Jeff Macquay, coconut crabs were definitely a thing and it happened.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. In the book. There you go. So, what do you think about 10,000 views on our interview that you did with your podcast?
It has 10,000 views?
No, but it'd be neat if it did, though, right?
It did pretty well. Yeah. I was very, glad about that.
That's Out of the Bag podcast, everybody. So, check that out. Your luggage, how's it going? But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will happen again.
Yeah, I figured. I still have a lot of questions and all that fun stuff.
Lots of pressing questions for sure.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else you got in the tank. It might get there, man.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I always wanted to be like a little cub reporter when I was a kid, and I think it's like finally paying off a little bit. So I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I get it. And you ask questions that people don't normally ask me, which is always good.
Yeah. Maybe I should ask for the realm code next time. No.
You should ask me how my day was. You should ask me for the realm code. You should
Mm-hmm.
ask for my dream address. You
Mm-hmm.
should ask if I can visit your island.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give my kid a shout out? That's another solid one.
Oh, hey, what about this is my favorite. Brian, do you play Roblox?
No, I don't actually.
We could do that one.
Yeah, that might be a good question to answer on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Brickham's Den, howdy.
Hey, how you doing, Rick? Glad to see you, bud. Deanne, I'm gonna take a minute to greet the old chatteroo. We got Brick Star Wars boy. Always a pleasure to see that wonderful young man. We got luggage here. Luggage, always solid. Deanna, you're here. Thanks, Deanna, for showing up. Um, so Brian, I do have a question for you, but it's not really a podcast question. It's kind of a weird things are happening out of my control question.
Sure.
So apparently, 2 videos have shown up on my channel.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure where they came from.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. Any suggestions?
What were the 2 videos?
One was a haul. I don't do those.
Yeah.
You know I don't.
Right.
And the other was facts and information about Amelia Earhart of all things. Like I can't like get her out of my head lately, and I don't know. It's really weird, but it was a really strange series of videos.
Well, so the whole video basically indicates that you are now a Chad.
Mm-hmm.
And you are obligated to upload more Lego Haul related content, which means that you need to spend exuberant amounts of money on things that you don't really need consistently. So you could further convince yourself that you're benefiting your business by buying thousands of dollars worth of stuff and showcasing it to people while you're secretly fulfilling a void in your heart that otherwise would have been filled by the love of a family member or something more fulfilling than a bunch of plastic bricks that can dust up your room for many years to come until you sell it because you're in need of money.
Oh, I just don't never really remember making the videos. All it's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, that too. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe change your password.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah.
I think I might. Yeah. The funny thing is that I'm in the videos. This is the disconcerting part.
I'll say that I know I disassociate from reality 95% of the time.
I mean, who doesn't?
I thought it was just like a brain fog, but maybe it's just
Maybe it's early onset dementia.
maybe it's really onset depression.
Well, I mean, it manifests in many ways.
True.
Yeah. I don't know where we're going with this anymore.
Hey man, I don't know either.
I tried to land it. It didn't work.
I'm drinking
That's
more
okay.
Diet Boxy. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm mad Chipotle was closed.
Chipotle was closed.
They're closed sometimes, and I'm just like, man, why? Come on now.
Yeah, how are you supposed to get a burrito bomber and everything else from Chipotle if they're closed?
True.
Where'd you go instead?
Taco Bell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel bad for you.
There wasn't. Everything closes at 9, and then if it's 8:30, obviously everything in the kitchen is like shut down or is in the process of shutting down.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to be that guy.
that's fair. I'm sure those guys appreciate that you're not being that guy too.
Yeah. Only like rarely will I be that guy, but I haven't been that guy in like a long time.
Couple days.
Nah, at least a year.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Emily and I went to Cece's Pizza today for lunch.
Ooh.
And I was really excited about it. And the Cece's Pizza is like die hard, put your mask on, all that fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they've got like signs all over the place. Like if you're not at your table, please wear your mask. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Take it easy, Brick Star Wars boy. You have a nice night. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm eating my pizza, and Emily is eating her pizza, and it took about maybe 10 minutes for somebody to just bypass that rule entirely. And then the people at CC's were like, okay, and had to start replacing all the food because that lady decided to walk up without her mask on.
Solid.
And then Emily and I left because I get really paranoid about that kind of crap.
That's fair.
Yeah, so that was cool. Nice little lunch date ruined by an idiot.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's just kind of how it goes these days, I think. People are incredibly selfish when it comes to just about everything. They don't really think about how it affects others. And yeah, it's yeah.
I am looking forward to a very exciting lunch that I'm planning for myself on Thursday.
Where are you going?
So there's a food truck that shows up called Chicken and Rice Guys, which
Okay,
serves up freshly made rice with like halal chicken with like pita chips and stuff. It's actually like a fairly healthy situation.
sounds like it.
And they have a location in Boston, but then they also have a food truck that goes multiple places, multiple days, obviously. And I remember working at the Lego store and being on the way there, and I drove by one afternoon, and I'm like, "What is that chicken and rice, guys? It's so good and it's so cheap and fairly good for you. It's not fried garbage." So I saw it. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I have to figure it out." So they end up going to the same location, relatively near where the Lego store I used to work at is every Thursday at like 11.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm gonna go to get lunch there
Hmm.
and then see the people at the Lego store because I miss them and gives me something to do.
Don't buy anything.
I didn't plan on buying anything actually.
Okay.
The only thing I was half tempted to buy was video minifigures, but I'm also waiting on my winnings from a competition with all that where I'm getting literally one of everything. So I'm like, not gonna do that.
Yeah, I would understand if it were like another Mario thing, and you were like, "Well, better buy all this,"
Hmm.
because that's just how you are, and I understand that completely. I don't endorse it at all, but I understand. And uh, but it's I just can't get my head into this to the new video stuff, man. I really can't. I'm trying.
Nah, most people can't.
Does that mean that I'm old, or that I don't know.
I think to an extent, I've been feeling kind of old recently.
Do explain.
I don't know, like when I drive through the city I used to live in and I think about like all the times that I would spend with like friends in where we were at and just the overall vibe as imperfect as it was,
Mhm.
that the vast majority of my friends IRL friends are no longer around at all. And basically, although communication with them can easily be done online, it'll never be the same as it was before.
No.
So I just have a hard time thinking about it when it does come up in my, just randomly. I'm like, oh, this is never going to be the same or nothing close to it. Awesome.
Well, I mean, that's also, I think, why you're supposed to cherish those years and everything else, and not to sound like an old record or anything like that, but that's why you cherish the time that you have. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, like, I completely get it. I was being reminiscent of my time in Arizona and thinking of my friends, and I sent a message or two out, and just to see how they were doing, and like, I think it's been 24 hours, and I still haven't gotten a reply. So it's like, okay, that door's closed. You know,
Yeah, to be fair, I'm that guy sometimes too, where
you
I don't
are,
respond.
yeah. But I mean, this is like, I'm not gonna put our friendship on a playing field because I don't do that. But like, these are people that I went through a lot of bad times with, and then we created a bond, and then we saw things that normal people shouldn't see, and like just knowing that that's apparently gone now is really disappointing and not as important as I thought that it was.
I
So
think
yeah,
I think it's kind of the course of life sometimes. You go through that phase, and as much as people have been in your life or whatever, some
Mhm.
people just whatever.
Yeah, and it's good and it's bad. You know.
Brickham's Den says, Brian, I totally get it. Feel the same way. Started when I was in my early 30s and really don't talk with or see many of them anymore. Hard to know it won't happen again, but nice to look back on the good times for sure.
Hmm.
I'm in a bad mental spot right now of thinking like, oh, okay, so I'm not gonna get any more in real life friends, and this is my life, and people are gonna get married or like I don't know, move away more, and I'm like not about that. Like, I still want to
Hmm.
grow my social circles and have it just work, but yeah,
Yeah. When I started playing online games more and doing that, the notion of a real life friend is so bizarre to me, especially with this last year and everything else. Like,
yeah,
all of, if not many of my friends are now quote unquote online. But that doesn't stop me from like wanting to go, like, go hang out and like, like wanting to do stuff with them. It's just it stops them, I guess. Like, I'm a socially introverted butterfly. There we go. I like hanging out with my friends, but like I don't. There's a limit. You know what I mean?
right.
And like I have to respect other people's limits as well because their D&D crew and vaccinations are happening, and it's like maybe we'll be able to actually start hanging out again and go out to dinners again and da da da. And it's like, no, we're good with how this is, and it's like, oh, okay, that's extremely disappointing. So yeah. Oof, that sucks.
And I realized, Deanna, that might be the COVID talking situation too, but it still sucks.
Yeah, it's definitely not a preferred situation to be in.
Mm.
I would miss him too, Rick. I had a brother that passed away as well. So, yep, good times.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of sad saps tonight. This Monday sucks.
Hmm. I don't know, actually. I'm not really sad. I guess I'm just kind of.
Well,
I'm
not
tired.
very. Yeah, not very like revved up or energized.
I mean, what's there to be wrapped up about, man?
True. That my stream took a lot out of me, and
I
I
know.
was at like low anyways.
I know. I'm surprised you even did that. I'm surprised you're even here. I'm being
Yeah,
honest with you.
I am too. I think it might be me just trying to work through it, which
Makes
we'll see.
sense. Yeah.
I need like a good thing to happen, you know?
Yeah, that up. Yep. I think everybody needs a good thing to happen, dude. Not to diminish what you're going through or how you feel right now, but
Yeah.
like,
Like right now, I want to go to 7-Eleven and get like a thing of Twinkies, a thing of Ring Dings, and a thing of Ho Hos and just eat all of it right now.
maybe don't do that.
Yeah, but I really want to, but I know I won't.
Yeah. That's pretty. I don't know. That's pretty common for me too. I really want to do those things a lot, and that's just not like the. Well, of course I do it because I'm a fat guy or whatever. But like, it's just it beats the hell out of like having to think about things.
Mm-hmm.
Beats the heck out of it. So yeah.
That's what I've realized about like all this digital stuff constantly stimulating your brain. You're like always on go, go, go mode. And like me looking around at like the outside world, I'm like, man, this is beautiful. What's
Yeah. Uh, like Thanos said, balance is important.
mm-hmm.
You know.
I've also been
Because
drinking a lot less water than I should have been, so I finally refilled my giant jug full of water, and I got to drink the whole thing.
yeah. So hey, I'm gonna guilt you into something.
Uh-oh, what this time?
I'm not really gonna get really.
Huh.
Um, I'm doing that thing with Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
You should do it with us, man.
Oh yeah, that thing. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he already tried.
I know, and now I'm trying, and I'm asking you, please, like, do it with us. It'll be fun.
Well, I know I can like put in the miles to do it, but I just don't know if I have the discipline to do it.
I think that's why we have like the group of friends that are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Look, I signed up to do it because Lord knows I could lose a lot, and still need a lot to go, and you know, but supporting Kevin, supporting a friend, why not? You know,
Mm. Luggage, bye.
see you luggage.
Oddly enough, and this isn't what is deterring me from doing it, but normally with working out and whatnot, I hate the egging on or like the over encouragement. I don't respond well to that with physical fitness, at least.
Yeah, neither do I, if I'm being honest. But because I'm not egging you on. I'm just commenting that. But because it's Kevin that asked,
Right.
that's why I'm doing it. So yeah,
No, Deanna, I know I have the discipline. I meant the rather
Will.
the commitment to the time it would take. I have the time, but I don't know if I want to allocate the time.
Yeah, that's a neat little mechanism. I'll show the camera in a minute. That down there is a pretty cool little detail.
Hmm.
Oh, there was a discussion about printed tiles in this the other night, and those discussions are pretty stupid. So I kind of blocked most of it out, and yeah, there's a printed tile in here. It's neat. It's for the propeller. It's for the prop. That's it.
What? Who was the discussion with?
I don't want to name names.
Sure.
Last time I did that, didn't go well. Womp womp.
Hmm.
Know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, I won't be there tomorrow, by the way. At least
Oh
not
yeah.
for the whole thing. Yeah. Going to the dentist.
Nice.
Yeah. Gonna get my appointment set up to get my teeth ripped out and dentures. So yep.
Getting full dentures.
Just for the top, I believe.
It's gonna be a pretty penny.
Yeah, it's taken care of.
Nice. Well, that GameStop stock, baby. That's it.
That is gone. Every last cent. Because houses are expensive, Brian.
That's true.
So I wish that were not the case. I wanted to do things with that, but we made this choice. So here we are. And we still, still haven't had any luck with, getting that words, getting lucky on, offers and stuff. So like, let's go waste to take your gas to waste our time. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and I don't need to be there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like that happens more
A
often
lot.
than you would want. Yep.
Yeah. So, kind of interesting. Don't tell the war kids, But there's a Lockheed sticker on here for Lockheed Martin for the plane.
Is that a wartime thing?
Lockheed Martin made warplanes, and just normal planes too. So yeah. Oh, Lego makes war toys. Pretty cool though. I really wish that I was joking about what I said earlier about the review so far, which was I wish it was in minifigure form, but I'm not. You know?
Yeah, it's meant to be just like a small, whatever,
Yeah.
display piece.
It's gonna go on my desk and I'm gonna forget about it, and God knows how many weeks, and then it'll fall apart because I'm moving stuff. So yeah, can't wait.
Does that make us cynics?
No, yeah. All right, so this Brian, you're a fan of Tailspin, aren't you? Like, well, yeah, Tailspin, oh yeah.
No idea what that is.
Okay, cool. Hey, other old people in the chat, y'all are fans of Tailspin? Like, that plane reminds me of Tailspin. It was a Disney cartoon back in the day. Like, I don't know, I would have been like 10. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna mute myself again because bags.
Sure. Yeah, Brickham's Den, I'm right there with you. Like the will, the time. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's public information. Yeah, Kevin posted about it on social media, but basically he's trying to get people to sign up for a not marathon. Well, it's climbing Machu Picchu, which is the length of a marathon, but not a consistent, 26 miles. It's a Stairmaster situation, along with walking and logging the miles and whatnot. He's convinced a couple people to do it, and because I eat Taco Bell, McDonald's, and steak and cheese calzones every day of my life, he wants me to do it, which is fair and a very thoughtful thing to do.
I'm sorry, did you just say convinced other people and I'm one of the people that he convinced?
I would, convinced was probably the wrong word. Asked.
Feels like I'm being like, yeah, Jeff fell for the triangle, the pyramid scheme.
No.
Aw. If Kevin starts asking me if I want to buy some oils, that's when I know the friendship is over.
The knives.
Cutco knives. Best job I ever had. Did you sell knives?
No. I went for an interview for that knife thing just because I wanted to go on the interview. I wanted something to do. And so I did.
Congratulations, you're hired. Oh, I have no interest in this job. Have a wonderful day. What? That guy just waste our time? Yeah, he really did, Margaret. It seems like a job a Margaret would be really good at. Call her Margot for short because she's feeling fun.
Yeah, like a Margot, a Deacon.
Yeah, Margot and Deacon. Yeah.
Hi, this is Deacon from Vector Cutco. How are you doing today? Like it rolls off the tongue.
He called himself Big Deke when nobody's around.
Big Deke.
Get a little chuckle out of him.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so funny. I'm a cut up at the office.
I'm Big Deke, and I'm. Then he goes to Cindy, and he's like, "Oh, aren't I so funny, Cindy?" And Cindy's like, "Yes, oh my goodness, you are."
I need to get on the phone with HR right now.
Right. This is harassment.
This is harassment, and it's 2021.
Which good on her. Hey, call it out.
Exactly.
Get Deacon gone. Man, I ate that Chipotle. I feel horrific.
Like you got some problems brewing?
No, I feel like it feels like sludge.
Oh, yeah. Emily and I got McDonald's yesterday, and I felt like that for the rest of the day. So,
What'd you get at McDonald's?
uh, she got a double cheeseburger plain, um, and I got two of those new chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, they were not that good.
Nope.
You know, the thing is, I think it's because they put the bag, like the bag is like an insulated bag, so it keeps the moisture in and it makes it less crispy.
Yeah, that's like I've had Chick-fil-A like twice, and then Emily was like, "Hey, do you know what these people fund?" And I went, "Oh, so I can't really do that anymore because of reasons, right?"
Sure.
So like I get hankerings for that sandwich, and I'm like, maybe this will be as good.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Popeyes is pretty good though.
Popeyes, yeah. All right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, compared to McDonald's and all the other ones, Popeyes and Wendy's are good.
Yeah, I like Popeyes. Well, I think I've been having too much chicken. Like I've been getting rid of the red meat in my diet lately. I've just been switching to like a chicken sandwich. You know,
That's very fair.
I don't know. Like we went to Cece's today, and I was like, I don't want chicken. And they had, oh bro, they had fresh buffalo chicken fucking or friggin' sandwich.
Mm.
Didn't have any. Really should have.
You know what got me deterred from buffalo chicken?
No, what?
And I didn't realize it until one of my friends said it, is that they coat like the whole tender in like the buffalo sauce, but the main bulk of what that's made of is butter.
Yeah.
And it's not, I never have it until like sometimes you'll mention it on an off Friday, like you a buffalo chicken pizza, and I'm like, oh, that sounds real good. Oh, I got one right now. And then I get it and I eat it, and I'm like, oh, that was well, that was great.
Hmm. Was that your story?
Yeah, I normally never have buffalo chicken anymore.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
I need to make little cutbacks like that too.
Yeah. I literally thought that there was more to that story.
No,
No,
I
all right.
I never knew that most of it was butter,
Yeah.
and yeah, I just never put it together.
Yeah. When we go to our little favorite pizza place, Hideaway in Oklahoma, um, I usually get wings, but I've switched to boneless wings. And then we went there, and I was like, time to eat me some wings and like half this pizza, because that's what I usually do. Because I'm a big fat guy. Had like two slices of the pie, had like five boneless wings, and was like, well, I guess this is what it's like for normal people to eat, because I'm full. So that was
Yeah.
weird.
You know what I've gotten sometimes into the habit of doing when I'm paying attention is I will eat until I am satiated, but not eat until I'm full. Like the full feeling,
Mm-hmm.
which eating till you're satiated is like what you're supposed to do is like curb the hunger instead of just eating until you feel like a sludge in your stomach.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I feel great when I don't overeat. But then
Yeah.
when I go to Taco Bell and then I get a chicken quesadilla, soft shell taco, and it's like a nacho wrap something. And I'm like, ugh.
That sounds a little excessive, if I'm being honest.
Um, well, I mean, kind of, no, like a standard meal at Taco Bell is a chicken quesadilla and a taco. So I
Mm,
just got like one roll up thing. It was like chicken chipotle taco.
okay.
Not that bad.
All right. I'm not judging.
No, I know.
All right. Never ever.
I think the worst I've gotten might have been like a cheesy, like a gordita crunch, two soft shell tacos, and like a shredded chicken burrito. That's probably the worst I've ever done. That's some
That sounds,
damage.
that sounds like a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Damage on the way down and damage on the way out. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Um, the only time that I ever really regretted anything recently was We went to Cold Stone Creamery. Do you have those back in Beantown, sir?
There's one relatively near me, but not close enough that I go often enough.
Okay, but I'm just what they are is what I'm
Yes.
asking. Okay, and we went there, and I was like, I haven't had this kind of ice cream in a long time, and da 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 da. Da. And I paused for a minute, and I was like, the last time I was in New York, didn't I get sick off this? Nah, I don't remember. So I ordered the same thing that I normally do, which is like mint chocolate ice cream with crushed up Oreos, hot fudge, and a little bit of Kit Kat for some crunch.
That sounds awesome.
I regretted that decision so much.
Yeah.
It was not a good time. I am not a young man anymore, Brian.
Last time I had Cold Stone, it was immediately after I had a massage.
Oh.
I remember like sitting in the parking lot after my massage and I was like, this feels amazing. And then I look to my left and I see Cold Stone. I'm like, oh, and then I went in.
No, it'd be even more amazing. All right, so minifigures complete. I'll show that off. Looks like they're bringing back the old school football style helmets, like the brown ones.
Hmm.
There she is. Whoop.
Cool.
Yeah, torso's unique printing. It reminds me of every other fighter pilot thing that they've done. It's not bad. It's not great. Just whatever. Cool. I'll go put this on a desk and never think about it again until I move. Anybody want to buy a plane?
It'll hopefully be soon.
I hope so. Son of a stand sucks, or I've just got fat fingers. One of the two. Probably fat fingers. You know what sucked today, Brian? So I'm putting together the chair with Emily. I got a new chair, by the way. It's
I saw.
magnificent. Yeah, it's really comfortable. And I'm putting the chair together, and my hands just stop working. They're just like, oh, see you later. And like I don't know how to work an Allen wrench anymore. I can't hold a grip or anything. That sucked. That's my story. That's all I had.
That arthritis?
Yeah.
Solid. How old are you?
38.
All right, I got some time.
Yeah. All right, so look at that camera that doesn't unplug anymore when I move it. There she is.
Cool, cool.
Pretty cool plane. Don't know if it's worth spending $100 for. It's your money. Do what you want. I was initially very excited about this plane. I still am very excited about this plane. I like the idea that they did for the pontoons. I like that a lot, actually. Like that looks really neat and really dapper. So yeah, hope everybody has a nice night. Be on the lookout. Somebody let me know if somebody else keeps making videos in my name. Really strange. I don't understand. Like I don't get it.
I don't either, man.
Pretty weird. Right, and so you can catch Brian tomorrow on Beyond the Bricks Quarantine Cast, or like on episode 137. Yep, or 41. Brian, we got anybody coming on tomorrow for the Quarantine Cast?
Not that I'm aware of.
Dope. All right. I'll try to be there, and I'll build the Trouble on Tatooine set. Okay?
Cool.
Cool. Bye, everybody. Have a nice night.
All right.
Thanks for coming.